now going to begin. Dart comes through, maybe able to get one through the smoke. As Sick able to grab two there with the Molotov and the Frenzy here. Just a reminder, still in the old meta, and now it's down to a 3 versus 3.
Sick. Okay, push through the cyber cage. Make noise as you do, that's fine. No fear. thwifo's going to be up on top of the boxes though, and is able to dispatch him. And a 2v2. Mind you, we're in the post plant here, so Sentinels do need to get a wiggle on. thwifo playing from logs. BCJ can play off him there. We're left in a 1v1. There's so little health left for thwifo there, so Zombs is able to swing on through.
Sick, who's been the man of the match so far, with a lot of damage, who's going to take down one early and still in a position to do some damage.
I mean, of all things, a tripwire? Really? That's how your ship gets scuttled? Six able to find himself 3, and he was tempted. He wanted himself the Vandal, and that just oozes confidence there as BCJ has to make something happen here, and he gets absolutely domed, essentially, here.
Massive kill from Sick right there, and it's unfortunate that XSET wasn't ready to trade that kill together. Now it's 2v2.
You're kidding me. Okay, BCJ in a 1v1 now. You can hear the klaxoning starting to hasten. So dapr knows that, you know, BCJ's been able to find a fairly comfortable post-plant scenario. dapr doesn't need neural theft to know where his opponent is. And oh, okay, that's a shoulder peek there. Now we're just going to see BCJ head for the hills. This is cue the Benny Hill theme music here, because dapr is going to be denied what he so sorely desires. The frag on BCJ. The round is over, and dapr still wants to try and get a gun out of the hands. He will at least have that.
Kind of dodge. Kind of dodge the owl a little bit there.
Sick into hell. Finds thwifo, sends him there himself. This is dangerous for XSET. Oh, I cannot believe it. Pure now has to do it all, and dapr.
Great angle from ShahZaM right there to be able to take a shot and get away. And now even if they dash onto the site, he's got support. Smart dash away himself to get out of the site. B, it's not one of those sites where you need to just be holding it the whole time. You're able to give it up and have space there. And now Sinatraa saying, what did you say about Overwatch? As he comes in and grabs a quick double frag. And BCJ trying to get a couple guns away here, but it's going to be a tough 1v4 here unless he wants the highlight reel.
I mean, listen,
Sick kills him off.
The guy is so dripped out that they make a skin in his honor and he leaves.
One-dimensional, as you said, in terms of their hits. So I wouldn't be surprised yet. We're going to see Sova kind of starting to lean towards spawn in case they need to rotate, but a big double kill there by XSET, and now they're taking the bomb site. Their first probably clean advantage heading into a bomb site, 4v3, and if they don't close this one out, I'm going to be worried about their chances for the rest of this half match.
I mean, yeah, Sentinels look for the trade, right? But XSET had 3 players, so that trade gets completely shut down. There's 1 kill, but that's all they're going to get. BCJ lays the spike down. Wedid contemplates a paranoia here as Sentinels now get ShahZaM in position as he's going to be playing from connector. So this will have to be a quick hit now, maybe sort of a dash across. Oh, I don't think Aaron was ready for that. Pure is still sat in the corner. 2v2 though, as Sentinels trade up in numbers and the Blade Storm is out. Oh dear, Pure nailed to the wall. Another for ShahZaM, and the Sentinels
looking pretty cozy on defense.
Yeah, I mean, another situation, Jordan, where XSET have to try and put something together short-handed onto one of these bomb sites. Sinatraa, okay, uncharacteristic miss. Pure there gets a stay of execution and even the kill. Zombs also. Okay, Stinger Nation up in the chat. Sick now. In the 1v3. Okay, well, I mean, this is going to be a tough one now. There's really no one presenting themselves as options for him, and Pure sheesh comes through with this Stinger. Yuck!
And they seem confident on the A hit. I'm not sure what piece of info they have. Maybe it's because they have the double trips on C right now. They just feel really cozy.
That's
ShahZaM, though, staying confident. Look at how he plays against riflers. He knows no matter, like, the position, he has the dash, he can get away, and he's comfortable just continually holding these angles, and they know it.
Okay, so nice shot by Wedid there. At least a straight jump, shoulder pick the corner. Force the shot. Still a player disadvantage for XSET, but now a glimmer of hope. Look by Sick, he's in a backstab position, and Wedid. Opportunity. AYRIN, okay, getting aggressive. Showstopper in hand. Use the satchel charge. Doesn't find a kill, but I mean, okay, there was no way that Sinatraa was ready for that. Good bit of aggression, good burst here from XSET.
I know exactly where.
ShahZaM, yeah, in a good position to catch
Sick survives too on that drop there. And now he's in a good position backside. They're forced into the corners here, and they have to win a fight. ShahZaM, those smokes are so smart to throw him so you can see the feet.
The one way He just puts together these one-ways in a 2v2 situation.
But Sick in such a good position where are they going to counter spam along the wall? Oh man, he gets caught in the open with his pants down there. If the smoke lasted a little longer, maybe it works to his favor. And now Pure dashed in and just looking so good with those knives on the entry. Finally, a early round advantage for XSET here, Mitch.
And if you're XSET right now, you need to consider this a one round. You need to lock this up. There is no reason to give any ground to Sentinels unnecessarily, but Zombs is able to take a tentative step onto the site. That's all, though. 2 kills, and then he is sent packing. XSET finally fire back to deal with this sneak through garage. Sick eventually sort of whirls around and realizes that he's allowed the cat to get amongst the pigeons, so to speak. You just give dapr a kill! Oh no, they didn't know he'd be there, sat with the judge. It's almost unlosable. So now dapr gets an upgrade on weapon, by the way, and not to mention the Cypher ultimate to give all that information. Now XSET are down a player. They've got to go big.
Yeah, that started out as what looked like a good push there. Garage was just Sick, just holding a solid off angle and shuts it down. I don't want to cop out and say it's just patch, but there's definitely something to be said about these pistols.
It is. Tokyo drift around the corners ripping people's heads off. It's okay to say.
Okay. I got the pass in because that's a 5v2 with people just sliding around right there. I'm glad they made the changes. That just gets very Call of Duty-esque for my
Sick was literally sideways getting that kill.
Yeah, so
initial D level stuff, my guy. Here's the plan
5v2,
anyway.
and they just it seems kind of corny, right? Like we're just watching them just slide this.
Okay, yep, well there you have it. Frenzies get the job done.
Seems like that was warm up. Like that was like not even live. Like yeah, just peek here, dash here.
The tech on demand rather. But look at this, they wrap around. Oh!
Or flash.
Oh god, it's like a horror film.
One enemy remaining.
Sick, just clean. I mean, I know this is, you know, against Stingers, but this is a little bit more exciting than your average Hiko because the team you have to force up actually have decent weaponry, but
baited is bad, but progressing into the bomb site and having good spacing is a form of baiting, and that's key. And Sentinels is giving you a nice little display of that right now.
Yeah, it's a masterclass, I feel. AYRIN able to find 2 here. I believe that was Blade Storm being popped. Yep, it was. ShahZaM rips AYRIN's head clean off. But I like that you mentioned his roster.
Oh man.
I mean, then you get marshaled sometimes. Mum spaghetti and everything.
One enemy remaining.
So is this going to be on Twitter later, or are we going to see the discussion? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for someone to tweet something like, it's like a subtweet, right, about people not taking their game seriously, right? Hazed,
yeah.
I expect you to do it again. I mean, you provide most of the drama in the scene for us because you're willing to, take the flag.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts so badly. There's the backstab attempt there. Pure is shut down. This also puts like a really strong post-plant position in play now for Sentinels who already have the flank tripwired. dappr's just going to rotate here through garage. And this is all but over. And it's Fury as well. Why not? AYRIN trying. VCJ. The 1 versus 4. With the Odin as well. Again, going to try and trade some of that disrespect back, but in the end, Sentinels do it like no other. The first map in this series convincingly going over towards Sentinels, who really want another crack. Tentatively makes his way up a ramp, and I don't know. Wedid doesn't quite know where to look, and he loses out. dapr, just a little bit of health left, and the post plant is on. It's a 4v4. dapr's just going to sit in smoke for the time being, and frenzies can get to work.
Oh, didn't quite get in the smoke there. Even it up here. But sinatraa actually finally gonna get the kill, but too little, too late for XSET here. thwifo is too deep outside the bomb, and he's just gonna go for the save here and get the ghost.
He's got nothing to work with, right? None of his utility except for the fault line. Ghost in hand, not exactly a brawler's kind of weapon. And sinatraa absolutely makes off like a bandit in that round.
Get traded.
We'll see what the timing's like for Wedid. As you know, there's okay, so he doesn't peek that. So BCJ has to see this. Okay, and he does. I mean, BCJ gets another one here in the round. That shrouded step play in B main, backed up by the flashpoint early, is just such a nice little 2-piece. And this is when we talk about XSET, who, you know, we said they don't play individualistically, right? They play as a group. They don't really like the lurks play style. Something like that, very simple. It's a buddy system in B, created opportunity, similar to like a jet flash and dash kind of situation. And Sentinels do get to move on to the B side here, but again, they're in a 2v5 and they're up against the wall.
One enemy remaining.
I have retrieved the spike.
No plant, no time. thwifo, no worries. That'll be the first round on the board here for XSET.
The last kind of line of defense here. Hopefully he can wrap around, get a kill, and delay for his teammates to rotate in here. And not able to Sinatraa with the stinger. Mid-range wins a fight versus a Phantom. Nothing more tilting during this patch than losing those fights.
Egregious considering both of the kills for Sentinels have come off the back of those stingers. thwifo now needs to break down the wall. The time for subtlety seems to be over. We have a 3v3 with Sentinels in the post plant. They have good coverage over the site. Zombs at long range gets rid of VCJ, and it's just stingers all the time. Sinatraa is extremely stunned up there. Looks like he got hit with a flashpoint as well.
One enemy remaining.
Turret deploy, but Sinatraa drops down on top of thwifo now. Showstopper should end the round, or it could end the round. Sinatraa doesn't need anything fancy. Subtle as a sledgehammer, the Sentinels' way, and they'll get another one on the board.
Honestly, it doesn't look like it, but it might be an offense advantage here.
Well, yeah, Wedid still doesn't know what's happening in mid. Like, I don't think XSET have enough information about what Sentinels are doing.
Never mind.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have Pure at the B site still. They're not ready for this at all. And now Sentinels descend. They starve XSET of that information, right? Wedid doesn't feel confident peeking down or pushing down mid. So now XSET are in a 2v4.
Yeah, I kind of saw that happening for a second. I wasn't sure if the defense was a little bit more composed, they could have had it, but that's why I said it still looked offense friendly right there with the way they were positioned heaven and ready to scale. Sick and the rest of the boys and Sentinels just need to do the basics here and make sure they close this out here, set up some crossfires and be ready.
dapr uncharacteristically slow on the trigger finger there. Doesn't matter too much as it's just Wedid. We don't. Sit out. Sinatraa gets 4 in the round. And he's in Saving Private Ryan.
A rude awakening
right
potentially.
Yeah. Oh! Yep. Well,
glad there's no blood settings.
Yes, that's right. I'd be telling people to avert their eyes in anticipation of that. We're in a 3v3. BCJ gets to upgrade. I don't know why he does. I mean, he's getting the job done just fine with the Bucky. Okay, he's a lockdown here in the post plant, so ShahZaM has to hotfoot his way over towards heaven. Zombs runs headlong into BCJ with his 3rd kill of the round. Down to 20 HP, but still in position to cause a lot of problems. But Sick is ready. And now it is just up to AYRIN, 21 HP and a stinger. He gets the drop on Sick. Potentially a winning position, but it's such a strong spot for ShahZaM to be playing from, and he has a proper weapon. And they have the Breach and Omen combo active at A right now, but it's just dapr over there. Not looking for too much. Pure, okay. 2 through mid opens an opportunity for XSET here just to sort of strangle Sentinels across the map. Sage wall for B, but no push.
The wall is so powerful. Brings so much attention to it right away. If they use it right and Sick with a massive double kill on top of the wall there. It looked like he was in a position to maybe even barely get 1, let alone 2 there. And now I love this forward positioning from him. He's going to go be able to take an off-angle spawn. Even if they know he's here, this is one of the hardest angles to clear in the map. The off-angle that you could play here is so devastating here. And XSET fellow is going to try to maybe walk through this heaven smoke and catch them off guard here. But this is going to be a unique situation. They do get out here, but still both caught in the middle of the open. One of them tagged by a sniper cam. And not going to have an easy time here trying to fight.
I mean, in fairness, thwifo had a lot of good utility for the retake, and I think he actually hit dapr with the fault line. His Phantom this time playing that same angle in B heaven. We have like a 1-3-1 to start the round from Sentinels, right? And this is what they do. The default, they just find a pick, and now they'll start to lean more onto a certain part of the map. Fault line plays out, but Sentinels aren't really bothered. Pure has to find something big here. Again, he's being called on to provide a big moment for the 2nd consecutive round. AYRIN gets Sinatraa, but Sick's able to respond very quickly. And Pure, he gets nothing yet. The blades out in XSET. They're bringing all the big boy toys to the fight, but they're all getting thrown out the pram now. It's just Wedid in a 1v3 and just Bucky things, I guess, but 22 HP is not going to be enough to get him there.
Is so good at finding kills against riflers, especially ones that want to get info. He's not scared to stand in the open and hold these angles. And now Zombs. Did he stick it? Yep, he's back at the site now. We get the res, and it's a comfortable 5 versus 3 where they have the bomb site fully covered.
dapr doesn't need to do anything crazy here. He can just hold this angle. I mean, Heaven is dangerous enough as it is. And, well, I mean, if dapr didn't have it, ShahZaM probably would have. The trade is finally there. Pure is going to make his way from Heaven now, and that's the operator taken out of the hands of the Jet, but the Sentinels still boast the better numbers. And thwifo may have a lot of utility, but his position is very well known. He just has to go for a gigantic clutch. Sprays that corner down, as he's aware that, well, I mean, they know where I am anyway, so I might as well try and get the drop on someone. Wall in the way. Tripwire also present, and sinatraa again just waits. No reason for Sentinels to rush. sinatraa drops on him.
Head.
What is this, Assassin's Creed? Come on, wear the mask. You know you want to.
I was watching it. I was like, I don't think the ground is that close. You literally just sat.
Answer to what Sentinels are bringing. That probably has something to do with the fact that it's different every round. Sentinels playing with some real instinct here. sinatraa tries to follow up the kill. thwifo falls back and is also assisted by Wedid there. Sentinels fall into the trap. Hook, line, and sinker.
How does that work on the ropes right there? thwifo, great double kill there. ShahZaM trying to be...
starting to probe and lurk a little bit more towards that A side of the map. Six presents his head as an option, and BCJ gladly takes it. The trade is there for sinatraa, but Sentinels are down to 3 players. They have mid. That's about it.
Nice little shot there.
All right, sinatraa. Show us the footwork.
Knock.
I mean,
I like that jiggle peek.
if there's any gun barrel that's going to give you away, it's probably that one. Zombs gets rid of BCJ, but yeah, now Sentinels are sort of having to play around the extremities of their Viper's pit, and that's tough. thwifo catches Zombs out, and ShahZaM has a Blade Storm here, but might not be inclined to expend that. Okay, now in a 1v1 situation, there's 12 seconds left in the round, but ShahZaM has to plunge towards the site. Gives it a tickle. Wedid just a little too canny to get caught out by that. A is only at the extremities. They're not on the site at all. Wedid again gets called up to do the dirty work for XSET, but he gets hit with a paranoia and then he gets put to bed. dapr wants to go in towards screens here. AYRIN can't really see anything. He's just going to try and persuade this bomb plant here, the spike plant, with a lockdown. Oh, okay, in the corner. Looks like a high school disco now.
Everyone's holding hands over in the corner there.
Oh my, that is dirty!
That is such a sick breach clear right there. I thought this was going to be over after AYRIN missed the initial opportunity for them when they were falling out Heaven. He didn't get those kills, but then the beautiful breach flank, the clear with the back corner of the site, that is awesome. But they do have the man advantage.
I mean, when I said XSET play together, I didn't necessarily mean they'd literally become Voltron, like one unit that just moves, but it works well. They get through the wall, they get onto the site, and Sentinels already down to just the 3 players to work with here. And good luck to them, is what I have to say. BCJ will get the spike down. See what sinatraa gets done here. Paint shell's obviously incredibly potent on pistol rounds like this. And the shoulder peek from AYRIN is primo.
Great numbers. Sentinels boys, Zombs in particular, are going to have to do something special here to win the round right now as he's wrapping around the site, doesn't know these guys are close behind the boxes, and is immediately just going to get taken out there.
Good stuff.
thwifo ending the round nicely with the frenzy. Smoke himself out or something. He's jiggling, sees it's all happening. He's going to use the flash to try to get 1 kill, opting to stay in the bomb site and frag out here. Depending on his angles here and how they peek, he's able to maybe get a couple frags. It's 1, and ooh, ShahZaM finds his way around the Viper ball there very smartly. And now it's a 3 versus 2 for Sentinels here as they're actually able to lock it down on defense. Back to a 2 versus 2.
There's no spike plant yet.
No spike plant yet, as it's still sitting in the middle of the open here, and sinatraa staying aggressive. I love that. Immediately taking ground from them and just making it such a difficult position by using angles properly.
Again, just likes to remain entrenched in mid and not reveal himself. You'll notice that sinatraa is actually doing most of the chain rattling right now. Hoping to at least give them like a cheeky backstab position, but XSET are taking their time here. They've got designs on the B side by the looks of things. 6, there he goes. He gets to spring 4th. He's able to heal himself up, but he didn't have any armor left, and sinatraa actually lost out. So it's trade 2 for 2 in mid. Here comes a rolling thunder. That is aimed towards mid and mail room, but somehow ShahZaM gets out.
Yeah, it doesn't really get them much. It gives them a little bit of space as they're going through Heaven, but Sentinels is aware. This is dapr in a great position to get 1 and potentially 2 here. Does enough damage and delays long enough for Zombs Nation to be able to come in and get another frag. thwifo in the 1v2 here. There's some potential to win this, but the bomb's in such an awkward position that he's got to climb elevation either via the stairs and ladder, and they're going to be able to watch both quite easily from heaven.
thwifo will likely get 2 1 versus 1s. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good thing because he's going to be running headlong into a close angle stinger. He wins that one out. Takes pretty limited damage as a matter of fact. And now with the fault line, wants to push in. ShahZaM not bothered though. The headshot rings true. The Phantom connects. And now XSET, they're out of money. But at the start of this half, I mean, winning the pistol definitely helped, but they're now at risk of letting this slip away once more. Pure with the knives out. No connection early on, tries to get up close to sinatraa, but is shut down. Sick has the off angle. The emphasis on mid for XSET here seems misguided because, again, just in the same way as the last round, Sentinels have it locked down. XSET were hoping to find something there, maybe, you know, do a half sort of default with a bit of a forced buy, but they got nothing. And well, zombs gets rid of thwifo, leaving AYRIN all alone. Oh, that's so cheeky. That's so rude. Shooting out of the wall?
Such a sick one way. I didn't even think that one still existed on split. I know people used to do that quite a bit.
AYRIN knocks the wall out. And getting out of this position is very difficult. AYRIN locked in purgatory there, and eventually he's put out of. But I mean, zombs is ready for this.
Yeah, and he's got some support in the form of ShahZaM right now, and without having a smoke spawn, that's just going to keep happening, and they're just giving him these opening kills. And as much as the Killjoy ult's going to help, it might be too little too late here. Unless Pure, I actually like this play here. It might be tough for him to get a kill, but he just needs to find some kind of advantage because they have the sight, but the sight's not good enough when you don't have enough numbers.
Yo!
Oh, wow. What an awesome rocket jump there with the ult, but Pure able to take 2 and even it up, and the dash is close, but not quite enough here. And Sick able to close out the last 2 kills there. That was an epic little chain of events right there. If Sick or if they went down right there and Sick lost that fight, that could have been even a cool final little 1v1 there. Yeah, and again, ShahZaM in a spawn position, so if they're not careful, they're going to run into the operator here. But Sentinels just has so much in the form of abilities that ults. And look at Sick with his res saying, listen, I'm just going to play aggressive. And if he doesn't know, but if he went through right now, he would probably get some free kills.
In towards A-Heaven. That's where XSET are trying to go. One left, it's just Pure against the world, and there's a resurrect available for Sentinels here. This seems like a truly inexorable situation. The spike is down towards A-Long, and Pure will make his way, looking rather dejected, down A-Ramp. Really hard to get information about where Sentinels are now as the smoke's cleared after that previous engagement. But the same can be said of Sentinels. They don't quite know where Pure is right now, until now. ShahZaM sets up a one-way, just throws that cheeky cloudburst, and that will be it. Sentinels, once again, handily dispatch XSET, knocking them out of challenges 2.